Hey everyone, I know I usually do Roblox stuff on this YouTube channel, but I've been getting back into blueprints lately, so I'm just going to be doing a post-commentary run of my day one speedrun um, challenge. Uh, it's really interesting the way you have to do things differently than normal, and so I'm just going to point out a few things I picked up. Like here, people generally recommend drafting Closet here, and then branching off and getting a few dead ends on the right side, so you don't have to backtrack as much. I didn't look up like too many guides and helps because there's only really a few ways to get through Room 46. Most of that involves getting a tomb for the outside, or draining the fountain, or um, or power hammer, or pump room, or foundation. Um, so it's kind of limited, but there's a little bit of flexibility. Here on this right side, early, it doesn't really matter too much what you get first. Here in Billiards Room, I really like to get a secret key, which you'll see I do end up getting later, but not from here. Or sorry, secret garden key, because I just feel like that's a lot easier to do that, and then you also get a bunch of fruit and steps from that, and if you can combo that with conference room, it really saves you a lot of trouble. And the other way is Great Hall, but that's a little more key intensive, so it just depends on your resources. Here I just decided to call this part of the draft the end, because I don't really like the other two options. I don't like to draft in the third rank, third column, center column, because it kind of cuts off my flexibility navigating around the garage, which is, I think, an 80% chance to be in your draft on the fourth rank and onward, the first time you draft on the west wing. So depending on what you do with that. Oh, and here I get the secret garden key, which is really nice. I'm really happy to have that. I didn't know you could get it from the locked chests, so that was nice. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten it. Here I take an early laboratory, just because the experiments can be helpful sometimes. And you'll see here that this experiment really saved me, and I did play a little bit with this in mind. But I knew I did it because I knew I'd have the secret garden, which would spread fruit around the house, which might give me a free apple with backtracking, which you'll see is exactly what happens in an insane stroke of luck, because I play this really, really poorly. So everything lined up with this bad play to work out for me. And you'll see the garage, it's pretty free, and also the keys are super helpful. If you don't start out with a lot of keys like I did even, having all those keys is really nice to get through the early stages before you find your footing. And now I'm kind of just trying to get rooms. You don't typically get pump room this early, but you have to get a bunch of rooms out of the draft pool before the pump room can spawn. So I don't know if I should have gone left here instead of going all the way down to the right. Maybe I would have gotten something else. I don't really know what the proper strategy is. And here I just didn't want a dead end with all that space underneath me. And then here I'm debating if I should get the shovel or save for the set of gems. And then here I decide that I need utility closet at this point. So I do kind of have to take it. I'm not sure if I have security. I don't think I have security yet, but I'm hoping to pull security soon. Yeah, that way I can start getting security doors and save keys. Now here, I decided to just buy the shovel because I don't want the the chapel, eating all of my coins. And in the chapel, you'll see that there are some coins for me to pick up, but I skip them just because you can do a lot of backtracking through chapel, and I want to wait until I don't have more. Here I'm kind of hesitant on security because now I'm left with 0 gems, which is never a fun spot to be in because that definitely hugely limits your options. But it's generally the right call to take security when you see it. Just because it's pretty necessary. To miss it means you might like lock yourself off from other stuff. And here I take the dark room because I don't really want to backtrack to the utility closet, and I'll just take whatever and hope I don't get the furnace or the maid's room. Luckily that is not the case, and I do get another gem back, which will be helpful. And so here I just decide to call it on this part of the draft, hopefully, because nursery is super good. I love getting a nursery, and then it's not huge. I would have loved to take walk-in closet here, but workshop. I like workshop. I think I was just gonna try to dead end the hallway back there maybe, but I think yeah, still thinking about kind of dead ending that, or maybe I can wrap around back to it. The shoes have a chance to spawn in the gymnasium, a decent chance, and it's always basically the outside takes like no steps when you have those, so I really like to have them. But I also have the experiment, I've got secret garden, and I've got nursery, so I'm not too concerned about steps, which maybe I should be because I feel like I run out of steps pretty often. So I should just think ahead more. And now here I'm realizing that I can make the power hammer, which in combination with the or maybe I don't realize it here yet. I'm thinking about how I can get to the basement through the outside. And I feel like I always get conference room like right after I get secret garden, which is super annoying. I'd rather have conference room first, but whatever. It'll be helpful for maybe future stuff. Maybe tomb coins, or if I get lucky and get an office, or I think patio also hits it, which I do end up getting later, which helps me hugely. Here I'm just aligning the arrows so I can open the antechamber. Here I'm just gonna take my dead end. Hopefully I can rejoin it with the main path. There I see my apple, so now I'm planning ahead around that. Like, oh, don't pick up anything. I took the bunk room for the steps just so I could be comfortable and do everything I need to at the top. And I figured I'd be okay navigating back. Which might have been a mistake if I didn't get lucky, but yeah, it all works out in the end for me. Patio, I know I'm on gems. I have three green rooms, and here I forget I have the conference room, so I have to go back for those gems. But I would have gone, or I guess normally you should want to look through your secret garden for the gem if you happen to get that. And here I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I like blank out for a sec. but now I'm fairly well set up. I'm wondering if I should go back to the commissary for the gems at this point before I go further on. Maybe I get a little bit in before I do that again. Yeah, okay. I draft this and then I'm like, ooh, I should be careful, because the last thing I want is to block off my antechamber door, and then I'm saving all those fruits. I'm trying to keep track of where they are, but I'm saving them for later. And here I go the wrong way because I'm not paying attention again, which is not how you want to play day one. And it can definitely, it's really tight resources wise. It can definitely cost you runs if you're just not paying attention and walk in the wrong rooms. And then the fish I'm also saving for later. I think I debate between these two because what if magnifying glass spawns somewhere, but I kind of got all the places it can spawn. It usually spawns in bedrooms or the parlor minigame, so I figure it's not gonna really take up a spot for some other item. The odds of that being a problem are really low. And I have no idea what this metal detector is tripping, but okay. Awesome, I've never seen coins there before. Do I remember to craft it here? Okay, I do. Just like, I feel like in this run there's like more to keep track of than normal, but maybe I just don't make it that far. Usually. Because I play poorly. And here I definitely should have opened the lever, but again I forgot, which cost me steps later, and here I'm mad that I don't get the antechamber, but I do get the coins. Hopefully I remember to freaking go back and pick everything up. But I don't think there's too much that upgrade disc can do for me at this point, but maybe I got lucky. The odds I get cloister are pretty low, but I don't know, maybe, and then maybe I don't think I can draft another courtyard. I don't know what I'm doing. Here, this is super lucky, and saves me for the rest of the run. It could help me with, geez, what's it called? Great Hall, or at the very least it just is security for the rest of the run. Here I should have remembered to do the payroll, or not payroll, put the paycheck into the bedroom before I went inside there and saved 2 steps, because again, it's really important to keep track of your steps. So I know this will all go with the conference room, which is really nice for me, and then office is so late that I'm gonna get a bunch of coins from it. I think, like, normally I'd like, I don't know if I've ever done paycheck before, which is funny. Normally I'd like to, I forgot what I was gonna say. So all I'm thinking is, okay, I absolutely have to open the other door. I think I forgot about Secret Garden, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking, even though I like just recorded this. But I can't dead end myself. It's fine. I know pump room is like 1 gem, so if I just draft everything that costs 1 gem, maybe I'll get lucky. I hope I get lucky here. I hope I get lucky. I am saved by luck. Thank you, RNGesus. Here, I want another roll for pool. please be pool, please be pool, please be pool. It is pool. And so now I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I have a chance. I don't know why I was looking for keys and coins here. I don't need any of those. There's no reason to go in. But I think now I'm looking at how much pump room costs. Is it 1 gem or 0 gems? Because at this point I'm like, oh my gosh, I have the antechamber door open. I can, this might be a winning run. And then here I get it. So what you do for if you draft Tomb is you drain 1 water out of greenhouse and then 1 water out of the reservoir, and you can draft another room in between. I was thinking maybe I could use laundry room for something, but I'm out of drafting space. I can't really do anything with it. And I can count that I have enough to get back the secret garden or the conference room apple, so I'm not concerned about that. But now it's just a bunch of backtracking and getting lost and trying to figure out my plan. I think this is the point I realize, like, oh, I need to open that, and then I know I forget the foundation key. I don't know if I go back and get it here or not. I think I'm trying to count how many steps it takes back to get back to the garage. Because I definitely know I need the basement key to get through the power hammer entrance to underground. I don't know why I come in here. Let's just, oh, because I have the free steps, right? And then you can save a step if you like just keep walking before it sets your steps to 40. You should like micro optimize like that. Okay, I see an apple here, and I'm like, okay, that might be useful later. I don't know yet. It's a very Chekhov's gun apple, because it is super, super clutch later. Spoiler alert. So this is where I think, oh my gosh, disaster, the run's over. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know at what point I realize I can go through the fountain. I should have, or maybe I'm hopeful that like the boat downstairs will work for me, or maybe I just don't think of it yet, and I'm kind of panicking internally. 'Cause maybe I should have read more guides beforehand to see what options I have at certain points, but I don't usually get this far, so. Okay, here's where I figure out I can go back to pump room and I should have enough steps with the apple that I saw in the den. this is the point where I start trying to count how many steps I'll have, just in case I need to go back for the apple that I saw in the den. Um, we'll see. Because I should be able to make it. If I get the apple, then come back, finish the puzzles, and then go back outside. But I think I would rather not do that. It takes 12 steps to exit garage and then return to garage if you just use tomb for outside. But I don't know how many steps it will take here. So I'm just trying to count room by room. But I mean, the rest of it's just kind of normal basement puzzle, so I will stop talking now and just let the rest of this run play out.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color